Computer Programming for Kids Step 12, Creating CSV Files. In this step, we will create a couple of CSV, separated value files, and then load them into our app at runtime in the next step. This first part we're doing in this step is pretty easy. All we need to do is come up with the questions we want to ask, provide the correct answer and then two wrong answers, putting them all on one line, separated by commas. That's why these are called CSV, separated value files. So let's say we want to ask the user these world-shaking, mind-bending questions. Which of the following was a member of the Australian rock and roll outfit Little River Band? What was the name of the bass player in the British rock band Black Sabbath? Which is larger in size, the state of Rhode Island or San Bernardino County, California? Where is the alveolar ridge? Who played the lead role in the movie Spartacus? Who wrote The Travels of Jamie McPheeters? What is the word for each person's individual speech pattern? Who was the winning quarterback in the first Super Bowl? When did James Marshall discover gold in Coloma, California? Who is considered to have been the first computer programmer? For each of these, I will show you what needs to be entered into a text file. At the end of this section, I will show you the entire contents of the file, so you can simply copy and paste it from there into a new text file. Follow these steps. 1. Open a new, and of course empty, text file using Notepad or any other text-only app. Nothing fancy like Word or WordPerfect, if that's even still around, or such. 2. Save the text file with the name Provocative Questions. It will actually be provocativequestions.txt or .txt, but you may not see the .txt part, the file name extension, depending on how your computer settings are configured. 3. Enter the bold text that follows into the text file. You can type it all in if you really want to, but it is highly recommended to copy and paste all of what I will add at the end of this section below. For now, I will show you a line at a time with some commentary after each one. Which of the following was a member of the Australian rock and roll outfit named Little River Band? Beeb Birtles, Billy Goat Butthead, Bix Beiderbecke. So this is the first line. The question is, which of the following was a member of the Australian rock and roll outfit Little River Band? And the three candidate or possible answers are 1. Beeb Birtles, 2. Billy Goat Butthead, 3. Bix Beiderbecke. The correct answer is Beeb Birtles. You might wonder, who would name their son Beeb? Maybe nobody. Beeb is not his real, or given, or birth name. He is called that because his childhood nickname was BB Eyes. What was the name of the bass player in the British rock band Black Sabbath? Charles Carson, Geezer Butler, Ozzie Nelson. Geezer Butler is the correct answer. Which is larger in size, the state of Rhode Island or San Bernardino County, California? Neither, they are both the exact same size. Rhode Island, San Bernardino County. San Bernardino County is the correct answer. Actually, San Bernardino County is 20 times larger than Rhode Island. In fact, San Bernardino County is larger than the smallest 5 states combined, which are New Jersey, Hawaii, Connecticut, Delaware, and Rhode Island. Where is the alveolar ridge, behind your front teeth, in the Mariana Trench, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Notice that we cannot insert a comma into Rocky Top, Tennessee, as would normally be done after the city name and before the state name, because the comma is viewed as the separator in the file and would cause problems when reading the file. A solution would be to use a semicolon separated file instead, replacing the commas with semicolons. It's either that or stick with the commas and make sure not to insert any commas into the values. We will stick with the commas, but you can later refactor this to use semicolons if you want to. Of course, then the code that reads the file would have to change how it reads the file, looking for semicolons instead of commas. By the way, the correct answer is behind your front teeth. Who played the lead role in the movie Spartacus? The 1960 version, that is. Comma. Douglas Fairbanks. Kirk Douglas. Douglas Fairbanks, comma. Kirk Douglas, comma. Kirk Gibson. The correct answer is Kirk Douglas. Who wrote The Travels of Jamie McFeeters, comma, McKinley Cantor, comma, Robert Louis Taylor, comma, Wallace Stegner? The correct answer is Robert Louis Taylor. What is the word for each person's individual speech pattern, comma, dialectics, comma, ego jargon, comma, idiolect? The correct answer is idiolect. Who was the winning quarterback in the first Super Bowl? Comma, Bart Starr, comma, Joe Namath, comma, Len Dawson. The correct answer is Bart Starr. When did James Marshall discover gold in Coloma, California? Comma, 1848, comma, 1849, comma, yesterday. The correct answer is 1848. Who is considered to have been the first computer programmer? Comma, Ada Lovelace, Ada Lovelace, comma, Dalton Trumbo, comma, Lacey J. Dalton. The correct answer is Ada Lovelace, who was the daughter of poet Lord Byron. And in the newsletter, you'll see a mashup, a picture, 3 pictures together. The first one is of Ada Lovelace. To her right is a billboard for the 1960 version of Spartacus, starring Kirk Douglas and other people. And below that is an advertisement for people to come to California and seek their fortune in the mines. Note that each question, along with its candidate answers, are on one line, yet they may still cross over onto multiple lines. What? They are on one line in the sense that we do not hit the Enter key to explicitly move to the next line until we've got the third and last candidate answer to each question entered. In other words, don't hit the Enter key until after you've entered the final candidate answer for each question. If you copy and paste what's below, it shouldn't be a problem anyway. So here is the entire contents of what you should put in the provocativequestions.txt file. The only difference from what was shown above is that the correct answer is prepended by an asterisk or a star. We will need this in the next step, 13. So it shows the contents of that file with an asterisk or a star prepended to the correct answer. For example, the first one is, which of the following was a member of the Australian rock and roll outfit named Little River Band? Question mark, comma, star or asterisk, B. Birtles, comma, Billy Goat Butthead, comma, Bix Beiderbecke. So we'll be able to see programmatically, we can search out the asterisk as we read the file and know which answer is the correct one. Note, sometimes people say cut and paste when what they really mean and should say is copy and paste. If you cut and paste, you are actually removing the text from its original spot, deleting it. You can't do that here. The newsletter doesn't allow such destructive behavior. We will need at least one other text file of questions and candidate answers. This time I will simply give you what you will need to copy and paste into a second file. Name this file Programming Questions. The .txt file extension should be automatically added to the file name, whether you actually see it or not. Here are the 10 questions for you to copy and paste. And then there's a list of those, some of the things that we've learned in the previous steps, giving you 3 options as to the correct answer. And of course, the correct answers are asterisked or starred. In the next step, we will read the contents of these files into our app.